So I wanted to ask, do you guys have anything they have to do for you?
I had to well, you know, in preparation for the first film, I had to train my fingers by rubber banding them together and exercise them. As I was driving around LA, I was constantly doing this exercise because I wasn't able to do it when we first started, but now I can.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, real good at it.
Yeah.
Really good at it.
What is a moment in an earlier film where you think you overused a flare?
Well, I can tell you one in this movie.
Which one?
There's a scene where Alice Eve walks up to talk to her father,
Yeah.
and as she's having this conversation with him, it's as if she's being pulled over by the cops. It's just like preposterous amounts of light. So I think it's one of those things that, you know, I literally asked the special effects team, or visual effects team, to try and remove some of the flare so I could see her performance. This is where I know I have a problem.
Do you flashlight? Do you flashlight into the lens?
I do. I don't do it all the time, but I'm one of the crew. I'm among the people who pummel the lenses with light.
Well, that was my favorite flare shot in the movie, so
really?
you're good to go on that one.
That's amazing.
That was a good shot.
Right, well,
by the way, you have to do a lens flare at the top of the lightsabers in Star Wars. Please do that. Please tell me you'll do that.
We will test it all out.
Yes. I'm a big geek about how movies are made.
Okay.
I love, and there's a scene where Chris Pine and you are in like a fight, and he's just rocking your face.
Yeah, that was.
How does that look on set?
Pretty convincing at times. I mean, he always pulled his punches. He never connected. He's a kind man, but you know, he had to come at me with real emotional rage, like just completely untapped. I mean, completely tapped. Really. I mean, what I mean by uncensored. It was just all out, incredible animal fever and anger. And that's quite daunting, especially playing a guy who just has to take it coolly, but also sell the fact that he is still making an impact, but it's just not having any effects. All that sort of stuff with the snap of the head. I had him have as much work practically as he did afterwards. My neck just went.
So
like
he does connect lightly.
Oh, Christ, no,
It's just like it's kind of.
It's everything. So
like,
from that camera, it's the Hollywood through thing. So instead of going like that, which you would in real life, you have to sell the punch by coming out sort of at the side, so you can see the direction it's coming in, and then the target looks a lot bigger to the camera, so you can sell it even though it's missing by. Well, that's quite close. By I don't know that much for that camera, that much for that camera.
That's me. I love that kind of stuff.
It's great. Cool. Oh, so do I, man. The 10-year-old in me had a riot making this film. I mean, you know, I was being pulled along the floor with Chris at about 60 miles an hour at 1 o'clock in the morning across this incredibly long studio floor at Playa Vista, flying through the air after jumping to grab something and just keeping moving because I was on a wire that just sprung me up, running through plate glass windows, having the most amazing fight sequences, and you know, that was a real thrill. It was like, you know, there were moments, especially with the stuff on the ground being slid along at 60 miles an hour. It was just like testing, you know, a funfair ride. I mean, it was really enjoyable.
But one of my favorite things about movies is how they're done.